Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel, and it is now Saturday, and it is now Chelsea versus Crystal Palace day, and obviously it is the London Derby, or a London Derby, this week, and I'm looking forward to this game, quite confident going into the game, as I feel Crystal Palace, even though they are obviously in a relegation battle, I feel that we have that fight, we're going to have that fight going into the Barcelona game, we're going to need that fight, and we're going to want to prove ourselves in this game, so that's why I'm feeling a little bit confident. And in this game preview, sorry guys, I'm just going to say what I think the team should be and everything like that, and hopefully you guys will agree. And if you don't agree, make sure to put your team down in the comment section down below. And obviously Liverpool, with the result, they did drop points today, so it would be very ideal if we can get a win today to climb, get some more points on the board, and hopefully try and move above them into the top four, and obviously overtake Tottenham and Liverpool. Hopefully we'll be able to get into third, maybe fourth place by the end of the next few weeks. So let's just go ahead and get straight into this guys. And the team which I think we should do, or what we should put out, is similar to the team we put up against Manchester City, but just with a few changes here and there due to injuries and what I think would work against Crystal Palace. So in goal, we're going to have to put in Thibaut Courtois, undoubtedly our best goalkeeper. Like I said, I think last week, Caballero, very good backup keeper, but maybe we could use him today, but I think Courtois is just a solid option anyway, and I think he should be good to keep a clean sheet today against Crystal Palace. And that's all really we need to say about Thibaut Courtois, one of the best, probably the second best goalkeeper in the Premier League after David De Gea. So maybe he'll be able to help us today in getting a clean sheet. Now into the right wing back position, we're going to go with Davide Zappacosta, our best right wing back. Not the greatest of right wing backs, but he is definitely a very good one, and considerably better than Victor Moses, who I do not want to see on the pitch today. And if he does start, I shall go and two-foot him. So, if you hear that on the news sometime, it'll be me who two-footed him. But yeah, I just don't want Victor Moses to play, and Zappacosta is, in my opinion, much better than Victor Moses. So that's why I think he should be starting in the right wing-back position ahead of Moses. Now onto our three centre-backs. Again, I think we should go for the same back three, like we did against Manchester City, which was very solid in that game. So that is obviously Azpilicueta, Christensen and Rudiger, a very good back three. Probably will be our back three for years to come now. Obviously Rudiger being, I think it's 24, and Christensen I think he's only 21 as well, and Azpilicueta I think 28. So good ages, good speed as well, good strength, quite tall as well apart from Azpilicueta. So they should be able to win all aerial duels against Benteke today, who should be an interesting opponent for them. So for that back three, we'll be able to do the job for us in this game. And obviously, Christensen has made a few mistakes in the past few games, but obviously he is a very young player, and he will develop into a much better player over the next few years. And that's why we just need to give him more game time, as there's no really centre-backs in the club right now. In our club who aren't on loan, who I think could replace him. Obviously David Luiz being injured, and obviously Gary Cahill, again, don't want him near the first team. Obviously they're not good enough, and Christensen is a step ahead of them, so that's why I think he should start ahead of them. And that is the same back three as usual. And so the left wing back, I had to do a little bit of thinking out before I started this review. I don't know, I think Emerson should be given a start in today's game, because we're going to need Alonso, I feel, for the game against Barcelona in midweek. So that's why I think we should do that. So yeah, that's why I think we should start Emerson in the game instead of Marcos Alonso. And obviously Emerson does offer quite a good attacking threat, like Alonso does, but obviously he is quite a bit better in defence, better than Alonso at least. So that's why I think that we should start Emerson ahead of Marcos Alonso in today's game against Crystal Palace. Now moving into the centre mid positions, I think we should go for a Kante and Fabregas pivot, as that pivot has worked best for us this season. Drinkwater, I feel, did have an okay game against Manchester City. It's just he wasn't given the right tactics to obviously do what he wanted and go forward, try and create chances. A bit like Fabregas in that game, very restricted to mainly just doing his defensive duties. But obviously Kante is back after he did faint before the Manchester City game. But he is back in training this week, and hopefully he'll be able to start against Palace today to try and get his fitness back up for the Barcelona game in midweek. And that's why maybe I think he might be dropped just to save him for that game, just to prevent injuries. So if that is the case, then I won't object to that, and I can totally understand why Conte will do that if he does decide to do that. But moving on into our front three, obviously Fabregas and Kante being the midfielders, I think we should go for a Hazard, Giroud and Willian front three. Probably our best front three at the club right now. Hazard, obviously, probably the best player in the Premier League. Not on form, but overall, he is the best player in the Premier League. Giroud, very good striker. His holder play is fantastic. Link-up play with Hazard, which we saw against Hull City, is very good. And I feel those two, if they play together regularly, they'll be, kind of develop the Morata-Hazard bond, which those two had at the beginning of the season. So that's why I think we should start Giroud and try and develop those two players together. And obviously Willian on the right hand side, maybe on the left, depending on which way Hazard and Willian pivot. But I think Willian is definitely our strongest winger apart from Hazard. Obviously levels above Pedro, again, who I don't want to see on the pitch. And again, if you see him being two-footed, that will be me. So, you know, I think Willian's just a whole lot better overall than Pedro. Also on form he's much better, and free kicks delivers that kind of killer ball, and also has a good eye for free kick. So that's why I think he should be a forward along with Giroud and Hazard. And obviously I'm hoping Conte will pick the right team today. Obviously not using a false 9, even though it might be able to work against Crystal Palace. We can't be sure, because you know they are kind of our bogey team this for the past few years. So maybe we just need to get the job done today and gain some more points on our rivals above us in the table to hopefully move up into the top 4 positions within the next few weeks. So that is going to be the end of the review, guys. If you did enjoy it, be sure to drop it a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. Also, let me know your what you think the starting 11 should be and what your score predictions are. I think I'm quite confident, like I said earlier on the review. So I'm going to go for a 4-1 victory for Chelsea. So yeah, like I said, let me know your predictions in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.